Morning, millionaires. Good morning, millionaires. Give me a replay, gang, if you're watching the replay. My name is Haziq Ali. I'm a revenue acceleration expert, a self-esteem development fanatic, starting with my own. And our whole goal is to help you go further, faster, with less effort. If you haven't joined the newsletter yet, this is a good time to do it. If you did join the newsletter, make sure you go and click on that thing, because I put info in there about a $5,000 grant that you can get if you're a Black business owner. So for Black History Month, there's a $5,000 grant that I figured you'd be into. So I put that inside the last newsletter. Please apply for that grant. Please do not let that money just go away and you didn't even try for it. Shouts out to everybody who went hard for it already. For the rest of you, make sure you click on that in the newsletter. And if you don't get the newsletter, then go to millionaireminded.com. And make sure you join the newsletter. It's called Entrepreneurship. Every single week, we give you mindset. There'll be some little thought that kind of switches around the way you're looking at everything. Like I think this past week, we were talking about how instead of you looking to try and find friends, look for a shared activity that y'all can do together, because just y'all doing the stuff together will create friendship, So that's like a little mindset piece. Then we put a little heart set piece in there. That's always a quote from somebody notable. This past Friday, it was a Black History quote. I believe it was from Maya Angelou. And so that was real good. And then we always have a skill set piece, like Haziq's technique of the week. I'm always in full effect with Haziq's technique of the week. I always give you something real cool that you can try out for the next 7 days and kind of like get a little bit better, because you got to think about it. If we give you a new skill every week, at the end of a year, you got 50 new skills.
You have something special. You have greatness in you.
50 new skills ain't going to hurt
Brown, and you're in the right place at the right time.
Let's get it.
Because we're going to
please enter your.
He was like, we're going to bring the millionaire out of you. And that's
please announce yourself.
Let's get this party rolling.
All
Share this with somebody, man. Let them know we here.
Entry and exit tones are off.
All right. Good morning, millionaires. Good morning, millionaires. I hope you're feeling incredible this morning. If you're calling in on a live line, I want to welcome you to another edition of the only morning show I know for entrepreneurs. This morning, we're talking about resetting your mindset. And it's funny. That was kind of like the topic of my TED Talk, how to reset your mindset. Y'all already seen my TED Talk? I don't know if y'all seen that thing or not. Patrianne is in the house. Good morning, millionaires. What's up, Renee? Yeah, Ashley's in the building. What's up? Tanisha Wilkes is in the house. Tanisha, you applied for your grant, huh? Who else is here? Yeah, you got to be hungry. What's up, P.O.? Let's get it, man. Did y'all already apply for that grant that came out in the last newsletter? Ask Me Lifestyle. Walter Lee Cozart is in the house. Naraya, what's up, Naraya? K Nicole is in the house. Good morning. P.O., I'm glad you made it in. Good, Tanisha. I'm glad you applied for that grant. So check it out, y'all. Welcome. My name is Haziq Ali. I'm a revenue acceleration expert. I'm somebody who's here to help you go further, faster, with less effort, all that good stuff. And what we're here to do today, we're going to talk mindset. Every single week when a newsletter comes out, I give you some skill set, I give you some heart set, I give you some mindset. And the reason we give you mindset is because there's a way to reset your mindset. The way your brain is made, it has something which is called neuroplasticity. Neuroplasticity means that you can literally teach an old dog new tricks. And by an old dog, I mean a human. Right? Because I don't know, maybe you can't teach an old dog new tricks, but what makes you top of the food chain is we can definitely teach ourselves some new tricks. You can literally rewire your brain just by choosing the thoughts that you allow in, and just by standing guard at the door of your mind. I don't know how many of you have ever considered it, right? But thoughts come from the ideas you pick up every day. The brain doesn't work off pressure. The brain works off stimulation, right? So what I'm hoping I can do this morning is stimulate your brain, this 2 million year old piece of software, to consume a few simple ideas that'll rewire the processes, that'll rewire the way you're perceiving things and framing things. You ready? All right, here's the first one. And also a really good example. Here we go. You're only a millimeter away from success. Can somebody give me that? You're only a millimeter away from success. Somebody type that in the comments and give me a share. You're only a millimeter away from success. What do I mean by that? What do I mean by that? I was attending a seminar, and this was a fascinating idea. And it reminded me of reading this book called Psycho-Cybernetics. If you guys follow me on Instagram, you see me posting pages from this book all the time. I'm Mr. Haziq Ali on Instagram, so you may want to follow me. But here's the point, right? What the surgeon had said in this seminar, and again, the writer of Psycho-Cybernetics was a plastic surgeon named Maxwell Maltz and whatnot. But what this surgeon said is that there's just a millimeter difference between you being butt ugly and you being a supermodel. A millimeter in a few spots of your face is the only difference between you being butt ugly and you being a supermodel. Tiger Woods will tell you that the difference between getting that ball close to the hole on the first shot and getting that ball in the water somewhere is a millimeter on either side of the swing. What's my point? My point is there are times that you might think you're a million miles away. You're only a millimeter away from success. Somebody give me that in the comments. You're only a millimeter away from success. You're way closer than you think. Somebody type that in the comments. You're way closer than you think. You're way closer than you think. And that's why we want to make sure that we are obsessive about success. You want to be obsessed with success. You know, that's the name of our Wednesday night call, right? Obsessed with success. Because you never know what day you're going to pick up the insight that's the puzzle piece you've been missing. That's the one digit on that 4-digit combination. You got the other 3. You just need one more digit. You have no idea how close you are. Somebody say, you're closer than you think. You're closer than you think. You know, if this was church, I'd be like, turn to your neighbor. Give him a high five. Say, you're closer than you think. Here's the second one I got for you, y'all. Yeah, Brandy. Yeah, Brandy. You're only a millimeter away from success. That's a fact. You way closer than you think, Akila. You way closer than you think, Jeff. Let's get it. Somebody share this with another entrepreneur. Raina, you way closer than you think. Here's the second one I got for you. Here's the second one I got from. Increase your rejection rate. Somebody say, increase your rejection rate. This is the thought I want you to have. I want you to start embracing rejection a little bit more. Somebody say, increase your rejection rate. You know, some of y'all soulmate is walking around, you know, and you scared to talk to him, right? You thinking to yourself, what if I ruin the friendship, right? What if they tell everybody that I'm lame, right? And what if I get rejected and I can't handle it, right? And then some of y'all, it ain't even a romantic partner, it's a business associate. Oh, what if they clown me? What if they lose respect for me? What if they tell me no? What if I ask them and then they clown me to all their other successful friends? What if I ask them to join my business and they firebomb my house, right? We're always kind of like thinking about all this nonsense. Because like P.O. said, we're miracles with billions in biotechnology right between our ears. Check this out. The way that you are thinking about it, it's what's determining the way you are feeling about it. Do you hear me? So how do we change this sort of like weird, awkward? We increase our rejection rate. We decide to increase our rejection rate. We can't even control all the people that's going to tell us no. So we might as well just accept it. We ain't got to expect it, but we might as well accept it. You know, you waiting to hook up with a beautiful person, both inside and out. There's going to be a long line of potential partners in front of you, homeboy. But that's perfectly okay. Because check this out. In the words of Dr. Seuss, those who mind don't matter, and those who matter don't mind. I'm going to put it another way. Ain't nobody who's worth you caring about ever laughed at somebody for taking a shot. You hear me? That goes for romantic partners. That goes for business partners. And getting used to being rejected helps you build a mental muscle that's eventually going to get you a yes from somebody you never dreamed you could get a yes from. You never thought they were in the same league with you. You know, it's one of the most powerful things that I ever did is open those kiosks in the mall, because what they did was get me rejected all day, every day. So then when I got into the world of, home-based businesses and all of this, somebody telling me no, that'll bounce right off me, right? Because I knew that the success lied in me getting more rejection. You know what I'm saying? Now, that don't mean if at first you don't succeed, keep trying the same way. It means adjust. It means adopt, adapt, and improve. I'll get more to that later. We got a lot to cover because I got 11 thoughts to give you, and we only on number 2. Here's number 3. Embrace the negative. Embrace the negative. Somebody say embrace the negative and give me a share. Embrace the negative. Embrace the negative. There are probably a billion things that could go wrong for you today. Is that a fact? There are a billion things that can produce a negative experience for you every single day. But check it out. If you don't learn to embrace that idea, you're going to be choosing to be unhappy a heck of a lot of the time. And that's 100% your fault, homeboy. That's 100% your fault, homegirl. So what am I saying? I'm saying you got to reframe your brain. Somebody say reframe my brain. Reframe my brain. You got to reframe your brain. Somebody say reframe my brain. You're going to have to understand that negative experiences are strictly a creation of your imagination. These negative experiences that'll stop you from going down a path that ain't in line with your goals and your dreams, right? It's completely a figment of your imagination. Philosophers will tell you that negative experiences act to clear the boulders from in front of your mind so that you can get focused, right? Somebody say reframe my brain. See, because of evolution, y'all, our brains are supposed to notice more of the negative than everything else, right? This was designed purposely to protect us from predators, right? But a lot of these predators that would have killed us as a human died off millions of years ago, y'all. So what am I saying? I'm saying the negative in your life really don't exist because you're the one that's labeling things negative or positive. It's all in the way you're labeling it. So if you use different language when you label that thought, you'll experience something completely new. I said it before, say it again. The way you're thinking about it is what's deciding the way you feel about it. That's worth you typing in. The way you think about it is what's determining the way you feel about it. So you got to use different thoughts, right? You got to use different language. What if you thought to yourself, man, it's so awesome that it's raining today. Now I get to sit inside and read a book, or I can catch up on phone calls to some of my buddies. You see that? I reframed it. The rain didn't change. I changed. You see what I'm saying? Here's number 4 I got for you. Don't follow others. Don't follow others. Don't follow others. Huh? Millionaires, it's so easy to lack passion and follow other people instead. Just give up and put all the responsibility for your life on them. Stop becoming a follower and start being a leader, right? Program your brain with the idea that you're highly valuable to other people, that you can absorb knowledge just as fast as they do. You can take action even faster. I dare you. Start to step into these things where you coach other people without even being asked to, where you start always looking for a way to help out. What if you learn to think on your own? What if you learn to draw your own opinions based on your own ideas, your own experiences, your own values, your own situation? Instead of being fed by somebody else's opinion, what if you took control and made your own decisions? Somebody say it again. Don't follow others. See, most of us are silently desperate to be led. We're all begging. We're all walking around with our umbilical cord in our hand, looking for somewhere else to plug it into. What if you decide to be a leader? I'm going to get more to that in a minute. Here's number 5, y'all. Here's number 5. 5th thought I got for you. Somebody say abundance is everywhere. Abundance is everywhere. This one thought can change your life. Abundance is everywhere. Please type that in and give me a share. Abundance is everywhere. We all think we need more of everything to get free. We all think we want more of everything to get what we want and be happy. Here's the truth, y'all. Less is more. Less is more. The truth is we need less of everything so we can give more, right? So we can get way more focused on our vision, right? Stop your brain from wanting dopamine hits all the time. Start forcing a little pleasure delay into your life. Stop feeding the instant gratification monster. It is self-destructive. There is never a time when instant gratification is making you stronger. You know, that might be something worth you typing out. Instant gratification makes you weaker. Instant gratification makes you weaker. Maybe that's something you want to type in your notes. There are a whole lot of people with a lot less than you, millionaire. So I suggest you start practicing living below your means for once. There's enough resources on this planet to support everybody, right? And you have some significant value that you could be given out here, right? And because you have so much value to give, you got plenty you can harness for yourself. So whenever you feel like you're in scarcity mindset, I want you to rewire your brain by practicing some kind of form of giving. Find one thing that you can give and do it right away. You do that enough, you ain't gonna have no scarcity mindset no more. You hear me, Renee? All right. Here's number 6 I got for you. If you've always wanted to do it, then do it. That's number 6 I got for you. If you've always wanted to do it, then do it. What do I mean by that? You know, our brain always gives us 101 reasons why we can't do stuff we've always wanted to do. For me, you know, I was amazed watching my daughter. You know, she gets to Italy. Some of y'all know, some of y'all don't. My daughter's studying in Italy this semester and whatnot. And you know, she got there and immediately wanted to come home. She was rooming with a bunch of girls from Boise, Idaho. She says they're whores. I shouldn't have said that. I know there's children listening and whatnot, but they don't know what that is. But she's there and they're from Boise, Idaho. About 16 girls came from their college. They're meeting Italian guys, bringing them back to the proudest moment of my life. She hates the fact that they're meeting these random Italian guys, bringing them back to the dorm room and all of that. You know what I mean? She's ready to come home 2 days into it. She's like, I hate this. I cannot believe I got 3 months left here. You know what I mean? But she always wanted to go to Italy. I'll spare you the details, but she got them in order quick. Now they're scared of her instead of her being scared of them. You know, I could go on and on and on, but here's the thing. 2 days ago, she calls me and says that she has an interview for a modeling contract. That's why she wanted to be in Italy in the first place. All I'm telling you is if you always wanted to do something, then do it. Because a lot of that treasure is hiding right behind that dragon. You know what I'm saying? A lot of the treasure that you're looking for is hiding right behind that dragon. So make a commitment that you're going to stop making excuses and bring on the action. Make a commitment. You're going to take action on some of these experiences that you've been wanting to have and stop waiting for the right time. The right time does not exist. Somebody give me that in the comments. The right time does not exist. The right time does not exist, and it never will. There's never a good time to follow your dreams. There's always distraction around you. But I'm going to tell you something. You ain't looking for the right time. You're looking for the right opportunity. You're not looking for the right time. You're looking for the right opportunity. Yeah, Brenda, that's what that thing is scrolling down there at the bottom. You know, you can watch on YouTube. You can watch on LinkedIn. It'll be up. If you go to the YouTube channel, Millionaire Minded TV, you'll find it. All right, you ready? Here's number 7, y'all. Here's number 7. You ready? Yeah, the right time does not exist. Exactly. Here's number 7. Appreciate that, Charlene. Here's number 7. Somebody say failure is just the beginning. Failure is just the beginning. Failure is just the beginning. And here's another way for you to put it. All success begins with failure. Whoa. I meant it though. All success begins with failure. That's something they left out of your history books, right? That's something they left out of all your business school books and all of that. None of your college textbooks told you that. All success begins with failure, right? When something don't work out, our brains are wired to find another way. So the trick is to string together as many failures as you can in the same exact area of your life. Because if you practice it enough, eventually you're going to translate all of them into this one giant success, and soon you'll understand. Soon you'll understand why you had to go through that with that knucklehead. Soon you'll understand why that employee had to steal from you at that time. Soon you'll understand why that flat tire had to happen at exactly the time it happened. What I'm trying to tell you is, even though this is something we've never been taught, and even though we all kind of poop our pants at the thought of something not working out the way we had hoped, failure is just the beginning. Failure is just the beginning. Growth mindset versus fixed mindset. One of the ways that I always describe it is how a little kid don't call it working, they call it playing. So if the waves come around and knock the little kid's sandcastle down, the little kid's like, whee! Oh, I'm just gonna build it again. And they take the butt over the sand and start building it again because they're having fun. They're having fun. That wasn't a failure to that little kid that the waves came and knocked over the sandcastle. It's just an excuse to get to begin again. And we're going to begin again even better. This time we're going to make the moat a little bit doper. We're going to make the sandcastle drawbridge a little bit higher. This time we're going to add some seashells and put some decoration. Millionaires, treat your life like a science experiment. Start trying new things. Let's just see what formulas for success we can pull out of this experience, right? Let's see what formulas for success that somebody told us that don't even work. So we can go back and tell them that sucked. Your ideas about success suck. But we're never going to know if we don't try it. That's why we got number 8, y'all. Action is all that matters. Here's number 8. Action is all that matters. Somebody type that in and give me a share. Action is all that matters. You can read as many books as you want, man. You can listen to as many Good Morning Millionaire episodes as you can muster. You hear me? You can surround yourself with rah positivity all day, every single day, and none of it's going to help your success. What's going to help your success the most is taking action on the knowledge that you learn from all these different areas and all these different facets of life. Knowledge isn't power. Knowledge is potential power. Y'all hear me? Knowledge is potential power. Somebody say action is all that matters, TL. Action is all that matters, K. Nicole. Come on, Vita Lachey. Action is all that matters. Millionaires, when I say action, though, I'm talking about immediate action. Somebody give it to me in the comments. Not now, but right now. I'm talking immediate action, not delayed action. Delayed action, a lot of times, is too late. And now we got an excuse, okay? Now that's why we failed. We took too long, right? Fear is what's getting in the way of you taking immediate action. And that's why you got to learn to dance with these moments. You got to learn to dance with your fear, because that's where life is. In that line right there between certainty and ambiguity. That's the dance, baby. A lot of times, man, people really trip off non-disclosure agreements. I've been known to do that. Make people, sign a non-disclosure agreement. But let me tell you the truth. An idea don't mean crap. An idea means nothing whatsoever. And that's coming from a guy that has had plenty of ideas stolen from him. I remember I did this event called the Under Grammys. They got so big, the Grammys sent me a cease and desist letter. Next thing you know, everybody in Atlanta was doing award shows. I remember I did this one event called Clash of the Titans, hip hop versus poetry, right? And I would have the rappers battling the spoken word artists, the spoken word artists battling rap. They touring the country with that right now. I come up with creative people gonna keep on creating. Creative people gonna keep on creating. But here's what I want you to know. An idea means nothing. The value in the idea is only revealed when action is taken. I'm sure we all had the idea for Uber in the back of our minds, but we ain't bust a move. 2 intelligent people decided to put in the effort and take action in a tough business, and now they're billionaires. Now their legacy has forever changed this little ball of dirt we floating around on. So my question for you is, are you going to take action, or are you going to let somebody else experience your success while you sit back and keep on gaining more useless knowledge. Here's number 9. You can be the reason change happens. You can be the reason change happens. You can be the catalyst for change. Maybe you should type that in your comments. You can be the reason change happens at your child's school, at your place of work, in the industry that you are part of. You can be the catalyst for change. I just now got back from this direct sales leadership and compliance convention in Salt Lake City. Shouts out to Earl, to Pearl, and Crystal Clear for holding me down while I was out in Salt Lake City, Utah, a couple of days right after the All-Star game, go figure. But this one lady got up on stage. She opened up the whole event with her keynote about how the FTC was suing her and she didn't feel it was right. The FTC was going after her for being a pyramid scheme. And she's like, this, and this is all in place. This, and this, we dotted every I. This, and this, we crossed every T. There's no way they're in the right. This is extortion. We're going to sue. Man, check it out. I stood up in that thing and I started the whole cascade of applause for her because she's a hero. She was like a white blonde Malcolm X. Maybe not quite, right? But the point that I'm making is you can be the reason change happens. You know, she was hoping she'd have a decision by the time that we were there, but she didn't get the decision yet, but she feels really good about it. And there's a company called Amway that did something similar a couple of decades ago. And if Amway had not fought, if Amway had not spent that money on those lawyers, right now we wouldn't even have a home-based business industry. You hear me? Oh, yeah. Shouts out to E1. Yeah. E1 chipped in too, y'all. E1 chipped in too, as I'm sure as he should. Yeah, okay. Ignore me. All right. So everybody with me? You are one of the special people in the world, y'all. And all it takes is for you to put something out there that has the energy to provide value for people's lives, right? Your ideas are just as good as the next person's. Have faith in yourself because you can be the reason that change happens. Here's number 10. Love is easier to find than you think. Love is easier to find than you think. We all have days where we don't feel loved, man. But the truth is, love is everywhere around us. We don't even need to look for it. You hear me? One of the easiest places to find love is you ever go to a dog park or you ever be around your buddy's dog or you ever get a dog. A dog will love you and they only met you for 30 seconds. Do you hear me? Hold the door open for somebody today and watch how the love and appreciation is reflected back to you through their eyes about 7 times out of 10. Sometimes you want to let the door slam and hit them in the head because they ain't even look at you. You're like, boop. You know what I mean? We think it. We don't do it, but we think it. My point is, when you're dealing with a human and you hold the door, they're going to reflect some love back to you, man. Do a nice gesture for somebody. Stand in line and pay for the person's groceries that's behind you or that's in front of you, right? Watch how much love you can create. Somebody write this in the comments. If you need a friend, be a friend. If you need a lover, be a lover. Love ain't hard to find as you think. It's just you got to give it before you can receive it. Am I making sense? Here's the last one I got for you and we out of here, y'all. This is the last one. This is the last one I got for you and we out of here. Yeah. That's right. You can be the change. So make some Black history today. Here's the last one I got for you. Tomorrow could be your last day. Man, check this out. Today could be your last day. All them dreams you keep on holding off on putting them out there and all that, that could become permanent. That's why my mentor, Mr. Les Brown, says the most valuable place in the world is a graveyard. Our brains are wired to think we're going to live forever, but we ain't. So what we need to do is reset our mindset. We need to understand ain't nothing guaranteed, and we have to be happy with right now. Yesterday is history. Tomorrow's a mystery. Today is a gift. That's why they call it the present. It's way too easy to keep on procrastinating and never take action. But here's what you need to know. Write this in your notes. Procrastination is a dream killer. Procrastination is the great dream killer. You hear me? Once you can truly become okay with the fact that you ain't going to be here forever, you're going to find a new urgency start to emerge. This is why you see 50 Cent hitting these kinds of heights after almost getting murdered. This is where you see Kanye West hitting these kinds of heights after almost dying in that plane crash. They always talk about post-traumatic stress syndrome. Let me tell you what they forget about. Post-traumatic growth syndrome. Once you can truly be okay with the fact that life don't last forever, all of a sudden new powers and skills and new urgency starts to emerge. You're no longer going to waste time dealing with people you don't like, because you're going to start to recognize that time ain't money. Time is infinitely more valuable than money. You're going to start to use that infinitely valuable resource on your passions instead of your distractions. Do you hear what I'm saying to you? Take control of your life for once and for all. Stop living like you're here to please everybody else except yourself. Stop living like you're going to be here 250 years, because you ain't. I don't care how healthy you eat. I don't care how much you work out. So how are you going to reset your mindset? Let me see it in the comments. Which one was your favorite? It's affirmation time. Looked like we ran a little bit over, but we're going to try to get through these affirmations. We're going to put some power into it. Let me see it in the comments how you're going to rewire your brain. And hit us up, man. You can join the newsletter. You can, get busy with the crew. You can share this with a bunch of other people. Repeat after me. Say it like you mean it, y'all. Say it like you mean it. I am so happy and grateful